Those people irritate me. So, everybody put your stuff away because we're going to talk a minute, okay? Remember I told you about the panic came.
Coming in on secured channel.
There's somebody Skyping in. What time is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's okay. Shoot. I told you about the panic camis, and I told you that once it hit South Carolina, it was just going to go into full, and now Clemson is talking about either extending their spring vacation, spring break, or not coming back from their spring break. Now that means that they'll be doing e-learning. But fortunately, Clemson has been practicing their e-learning and their teaching with technology, not with posters, but teaching with technology. So they don't have a total cluster like Tri-County Tech does. Okay? Tri-County Tech is trying to teach technology and e-learning in like 2 days. Yeah. Okay? Because you might be getting some crazy words from your other teachers. Tell me what some of your other teachers are telling you.
My sociology just say we're not meeting Friday because we're going to run a trial.
I haven't heard that yet. I've heard that there was a meeting and that the dean said there's no freaking way because we have teachers that don't even know how to use how you going to get a teacher to teach e-learning when they don't even know how to turn on the projector. Okay? So the dean actually said that will be a total cluster blank. Okay? One of the deans told the president that. So I don't think that's going to happen. It may happen next week. I don't know. Or the week that y'all come back. I don't know. I don't know what they... Now, I haven't... the reason I heard that from a very reliable source that they have said that they are not going to do that because the dean brought up that question. The dean basically says, in my division, I have maybe 2 teachers that can teach via e-learning out of 200. 2. Now, what would that cause? That would cause a total cluster. What are your teachers saying as far as, are they warning you about this may be coming? Or are they just a total basket case or what? What?
They just said that it might happen.
But they haven't told you any details. Okay. Okay. Any other?
Like I said, our teacher said that we're not meeting Friday, this Friday, and she's gonna try an e-learning because she said her department head said that she has 2 options to either try it this Friday or next week sometime.
Well, what y'all, and I passed this with y'all on the email that I sent y'all. We will continue to do what we're doing. The only thing different will be either you're not here and you'll be Skyping in, or those that don't want to Skype in, I'm going to take attendance just like I've been doing. Okay, everybody with me? So, but I don't drop anybody, so you don't have to worry about that. If you don't want to attend via Skype, because it's so complicated, I have these 4 people that have been doing it since the, second week of class, and some of y'all don't even have a handout that, forget it. Anyway, the whole purpose of Skype is to Skype in case of what? Emergencies. And of course, this is a detrimental emergency for you to go out and buy toilet paper and water. I just looked it up this morning. The flu virus, since October of 2019, has killed 20 to 50,000 people in the United States. The coronavirus has killed 12. Jeffrey Dahmer ate more people than that. Now, why I'm not making fun of people dying. No, I'm not. I'm telling you to put this in what? Perspective. One good thing the coronavirus is doing, it's making you aware of the real threat, which is flu. And it's making you be more clean with your hands. I'm carrying around. I was given this. I haven't used it yet. I haven't even opened it. But they were giving these out downstairs. It's kind of like those Bibles. You have to take one, okay, or they'll badger you. So I got to start using it, I guess. So I'm more aware than I was, but I don't think there's a cloud following me called the coronavirus. I really don't.
What if it's in that bottle?
It might be.
Don't put that on your hands.
Yeah, I might not. But the whole point is, you got to take everything in perspective. Y'all will keep attending this class. Either you will Skype in, or you'll watch the videos of me doing whatever I'm doing, or if you know the material, you can keep doing the homework and the test. So we're not gonna have a panic attack in this 120 class. If you get an email from Tri-County that says blah, 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 then you will get an email from me, and it's going to say, all of my students, I will be doing this, I will be doing this, you have this, you can choose between this, this, and this. And what do I want at the end of the semester? All your homework grades and all your what? Test grades, and then you will get a grade from me. I don't care how you attend class. I don't care if you attend class, the videos. Okay? So has everybody got any questions for me on that? Y'all don't have any good stories about your teachers going into a panic attack? Or we got one on campus that's wearing a mask. At Pendleton. You're supposed to wear a mask if you have the symptoms, not if you don't have the system.
Both of my lab teachers are part-time. They both teach at high schools, and they probably are having a panic attack right now because they don't know.
I say, if you're going to shut the schools down, shut them all down. Shut all the hangouts down. Because what? That's where people go. But that won't happen. It'll just be the schools. But the mall will stay open. I think it's all a big melodramatic, mainstream media, dramatic bunch of crap is what I think it is. But that's just me. I got an opinion like everybody else. Anybody got any questions on that? So, Skypers, y'all just keep doing what y'all are doing. Sleeping. They're probably in bed sleeping. They're probably not even watching. But anyway, they say they're not even coming on. They're just, oh well. All right, let's go ahead and get started before somebody complains. All right, let me get my whiteboard up, and then we'll go to mean. Now, I'm going to be using the Excel spreadsheet. I'm going to show you how to use your calculator. So make sure you get your calculators out. And I'm in a bitchy mood about people using laptops because for some reason my two classes yesterday and this morning, I don't know if they're in a rude state of mind or what, but I've went off on both classes. So don't let me go off on this class. Please, if you're one of those people with a medical condition and you can't stop using your phone for 30 seconds, today is not the day to use your phone, okay? Go out in the damn hallway like I asked you to do the first week of class, all right? Because that just gets me irritated. So if you suffer from that medical condition, go take some medicine, okay? And go out in the hallway.
Sorry, Netflix is calling.
What are you talking about? Did she say something? Did y'all hear her?
I was making a
Good
joke.
gosh.
Golly.
Want anything out of you, I'll ask.
Hopefully I'll be quarantined.
Yeah, you're going to be quarantined for the next
Stay
6
away from
months,
you.
and then you're going to die.
Hopefully.
So Hubert, if you're going to do it on Excel, are you preferring us to do it on Excel or just on
That's up to y'all. Y'all do whatever y'all want. I'm going to show you both. The reason I'm doing it on Excel is so you can see it, okay? Because I write all over the place. So I'm going to go ahead and start everything now. There we go. And I do not know. I asked the class yesterday, the 110, the 12010 class. I asked him yesterday, and it was about the same size as this class. I said, how many people did this in high school? And about a third of the class raised their hands. So I'm going to ask y'all the same thing. How many of y'all have done the mean and the standard deviation of a probability distribution? How many? 3? Wow. So that probably means, you can put your hand down there.
Sorry. I was focused on what you're saying now.
You said something
I
was
believe
wrong
you
with
got
me.
something wrong with you.
I did.
The problem with that is a lot of teachers don't want to teach this because you have to actually or work, yeah, and they don't like that, so they just skip it. All right, write that formula down.
Are you
And
recording?
yeah, I think I am. Yeah, I've been recording since I made that announcement because I wanted everybody to know that. I'm gonna do it again Friday. I'm gonna say all that again Friday because I don't want the deadheads. Sorry, guys, mostly guys. They'll walk in next week. I'll be up here teaching, like I'm doing right now. There'll be nobody in here, and they'll walk in. We're not having class today, and I'll just keep on teaching. I'll ignore them. I ain't got no use for deadheads. I don't.
Next week.
That's why I couldn't be a cop. I just shoot them. I wouldn't kill them. I just shoot them. God, that irritates me. All right. You take the event and you multiply by the probability of that event. And we'll get to that in just a minute. I want to show you the formula for standard deviation. And we're just going to skip to that, so don't look at the slides. There we go. And we are going to use, don't write them down yet. We're going to use, I don't have a highlight because for some reason, we'll talk about it right now. For some reason, I don't have a highlighter on this software. That's the formula we're going to use for standard deviation. So write down the one I have in green. They're both the same formula. It's just that they distributed, well, actually, that's a quadratic. We can derive it and do the shortcut. That would be x squared minus 2x mu plus mu squared. And then we could solve it and distribute the p of x. Y'all want to do the algebra? We could do that if y'all wanted to. And of course, y'all don't say a damn thing. Thank
I
you.
said no, but okay.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate the one-word communication. Yeah, I think I'll post that.
Gmail.
Pretty much true.
Are you posting what I sent you?
No, I don't like you, so I deleted it. All right, everybody got those down? All right, now we're gonna go back. See, she's got the corona. See, that's why she's gonna be quarantined.
On that boat's gonna have it.
There you go. All right, write this one down. Write down that probability distribution, and I want you to find the mean and the standard deviation using those two formulas. And of course, only like 2 or 3 people is going to do it, so I'll just go ahead and let y'all write that down, and then we'll do it together. How about that?
Thank you. that's so sweet.
I posted this. Everybody's worried about the coronavirus. I posted this yesterday.
We can't see that.
It says, I'm going to read it if you'll give me a second. It's got a set of Bubba teeth. Ain't got no hardly, the nasty teeth. And it says every fork in your restaurant has been in a mouth like this.
Ew. Cooked?
I love doing stuff like that.
You know, like, when you touch, like, they say that menus are, like, the nastiest thing at restaurants.
At McDonald's it is.
Like, at restaurants, so imagine all the menus you're touching that people probably don't slobbered on.
That's why I stay on the farm.
sneezed on.
That's why I stay on the farm.
That's why I hate touching menus. I'm like, ugh. Or the ketchup bottles.
That's why you need one of these.
Oh, I got it.
You need to go downstairs and let the little man chase you down with one of these.
He wasn't there when I walked in.
Well, he chased me down. Or little woman, I'm sorry, little woman. She chased me down, giving me one. Here, you need to have this. Get away from me.
You should have had some Lysol spray.
They got Lysol wipes at the end of every row in the computer lab.
You know what they said yesterday in a meeting yesterday here? They said, well, we just need to put Lysol in all the rooms. Oh, we can't do that because somebody might be allergic.
I'm dead.
They're all in the computer lab, so don't go in there if you're allergic.
I think people have lost, I think people have lost their damn mind. I really do.
This man, the Chennai yesterday, he was like, I didn't see the Lysol something. I said, yeah, we probably out.
Oh, Lord, I think people have lost their minds. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to pull up the handy-dandy Excel spreadsheet. Y'all pull up your calculator, and I'm going to put these numbers in. I'm going to show you how to do this. All right, X, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I had to substitute last night, a 120 class, and I was throwing stuff on the board. They never seen it before. The empirical rule, and how to do the empirical rule, and how to do the 34, never seen it. Oh my gosh. So they were totally blown away when I went through and did what I did. So, see how blessed y'all are? 0.06, 0.58, 0.22, 0.10, 0.03, and 0.01. Now I gotta fix my OCD right quick and put all these in the center. Oh, that drives me crazy. And we'll make that dang old bold and underlined. All right, everybody with me? And let's make it bigger so y'all won't bitch. There we go. There. Now, first thing you do is you write down your formulas, because if you get confused, you read the what? Formula. So, mu is equal to the summation of x times p of x.
I can't see what you're doing.
That drives me crazy. You can't see it.
No, I've been
Can
trying to restart it or whatever, and it's still on the same blue screen.
Okay. Did you have to call back in?
I've been going in and out because it's
Okay.
the buttons working.
Now, are you going in and out sleeping, or are you? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Okay.
I couldn't talk a minute ago because my dad was talking to me.
Okay. All right. Let's go with. All right, I'm gonna try to send you another. I might have to bring you out and bring. Let me do that. Which one of y'all said that?
Kirkpatrick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take you out and bring you back in. Okay.
Okay.
And it should fix itself. You need to X out.
All right.
And let me bring her back in. This happened to one of your other teachers. Oh my God, they would call IT and oh my God, it would be a scene.
Cut their own head off.
Oh gosh, they would. Okay, you should be able to see the screen now.
It's loading.
Okay, give it a second. Tell me when you
Okay.
can see it. Okay, good. All right, no melodrama. That took care of itself in what, 30 seconds? All right, and standard deviation is equal to the square root of what? The summation of x squared times p of x minus mu squared. Oops, wrong square. So, we've got, first thing we've got to do is multiply x times what? X times p of x, Hubert. That's right, class. Y'all really suck at this, don't you? So here we go. I'm going to call this x times p of x. I'll do the first one for you. It's going to be 0. I am amazing, aren't I? And then copy that down. And what are we going to do with that? What does your formula say? Add them all up. Funky E says add them all up. So I'm going to put mean is equal to dang old summation. And add all those up. And you feel good about yourself. So let's go ahead and highlight that in Verde, because that is important. Because what are the two most important numbers in probability of statistics? The mean and the what? Standard deviation, the other one right here that all of you are looking at. Yeah. All right, now what do we need? Somebody tell me, look at the standard deviation formula. What do we need? That's not rhetorical. I want y'all to talk to me. Get out of your closets and talk to me. What do you need? I guess I'll open this and wash my hands while y'all are trying to figure out what you need in the formula that you have right in front of you. Okay, we got that. Yes. What else? Say again? Well, yes, we need the mean squared, but what do we need besides the mean? Because we already got it. What do we need? Why do you put a seal on the top of this stuff?
So nobody can put the Corona in it. What you mean?
What would the alcohol do to it? I mean, there's no cure for it, so why does it? How do you get this off?
Squeeze the balls right.
Oh yeah, and let it shoot up and down. This is just nothing but this is a booby trap. It is a Russian booby trap. What do we need for the formula? Thank you. Now, was that very difficult?
Yes. It really was.
Golly, bunch of introverts. All right, x squared. So I'm going to call this column. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to highlight that x squared amarillo. Did I say that right, Espanol? Amarillo? Amarillo. Dadgum. I am so good, except I suck at Ukrainian. But I'm doing better. So here I'm going to spread this out a little bit. I can't get anything to work right on this. There. So I'm going to call this x squared. Okay, this is some real heavy math here. He's got Corona. Somebody spray him down. Somebody take this and spray them down right quick. And I'm going to copy that down. And what do we do with, and we'll color that yellow since I highlighted the yellow right here. We're going to color that yellow because I don't have any posters. Wonder how them posters are a priority right now with the college. I think they put the posters on the back burner right now. Okay, now what? What do we need to do with x squared?
Talk about P of X.
So here we're going to do x squared times p of x. So I'm going to take this number and I'm going to multiply it by what?
P of X.
P of x. And I'm going to copy that down. Now I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to take my handy dandy highlighter. I like aqua, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to highlight this aqua. I'm trying to help y'all out here. You know, color coordination. They do it with posters too, but all right, now what? No, you're wrong. You're a failure.
Sorry.
I just want to discourage you. What do you do first before you subtract? What do you do? Funky E right in front of it. Add them all up. So I'm going to take my handy dandy. Let's use that dang old pink. And I'm going to, funky E means I'm going to add it all up. So I go here, and I hit right here, Control C, and I put it right there, Control V, and I'm going to highlight that, dang old pink. I can't get it, people. I'm sorry. I can't get it. There we go. Okay, now what? Now we minus what? The mean what? The mean squared. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say standard deviation is equal, well, I'm going to do variance because I always do the variance and then I take the square root of it. So variance is equal to this number in pink minus parentheses the green raised to the what? I've heard a mumble. It sounded like second, but I don't do mumbles very well, so there we go. And there's my variance. Now, what is the relationship between, in this first week of class, what is the relationship between the standard deviation and the variance? Square root, or raise it to the 1/2 power. There you go. And we're going to color all those green because they are very what? Important, meaning that they are test questions and homework questions because I don't ask for the variance, but the homework does. Now, let's do it on the handy dandy calculator. There's our calculator. And we're going to hit Stat, Edit, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to type in 0.06, 0.58, 0.22, 0.1, and 0.01. No, 0.03 and 0.01. Now what do? We go to Stat, Calculate, one variable statistic, go to Frequency List, and type in second 2. What's above the 2 on your calculator? Which is your second column. And hit calculate. Look at there. It's amazing. 1.49. And your standard deviation is 0.9326843. 0.932426843. And you feel good about yourself.
Not really.
Okay.
I got lost.
Well, that's because you already got the corona.
I got lost in the process.
You're kidding, right?
Well, because I was typing the numbers in. So.
Okay, well, let's do it again. And this time, let's change it. All right, y'all ready? So, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, 0.05, 0.08, and I'm going to add a little sum right here so I can make sure that it's equal to 1, and 0.26. I got 2, so let's make that 0.09. There you go. All right, do it. I'll highlight this and make sure that y'all can see it. So that's, I'll color that dang old yucky looking orange.
Pretty.
Looks like a manila folder. All right. So I want you to punch that in your calculator, and I'm going to punch it in my calculator when we get ready to do it, so you can check your calculator and see if you either suck at it or you're good at it, one of the two. If you suck at putting stuff in your calculator, then that pretty much means you suck. So you always, at least your mouth don't look like that.
Well, I was typing them in, and you were going through the other steps, so I didn't know what you were doing.
Go ahead and type them in so you don't get behind when I start.
I can type them in.
Okay. So I'm going to type them in. Stat. Enter. 0.3. 0.2. 0.1. 0.05. 0.09. And 0.26. Now I go to stat. Calculate. And once you insert the L2, it's in there until you change it. So until you turn your calculator off again. And hit calculate. And there it is. You get it right?
When you pull up the one variable statistics, my calculator doesn't pull up the frequency.
No, mine doesn't either. Mine
How do you-
keeps...
Go to diagnostic and turn it on.
That's what I did, and I figured that was what it was, and it didn't do it.
It didn't?
Okay.
I got the same calculator you did.
All right,
I
hold
got
on.
it now.
What is it?
Why you
No,
tell
you
me?
didn't.
Yes, I did.
Why don't y'all get in a fight and we can watch?
Let me see if I
What?
can.
No, I didn't.
Fix his calculator so he can do his work.
God, it's old.
That thing is not old. Worth more than you are.
Okay, we'll let the children figure out what's wrong with the calculator, and after they figure it out,
You would be the one to figure it out, not
I don't know technology. I work with posters, and that's all I work with.
Watch. When I do stat, you can. And then calc. See, ooh, mine comes up like this. But
Anybody ever heard of the blind leading the blind?
I don't know why it does that.
Because you're better than me.
Does it work now?
My calc's better.
It's fine.
Let me see it after class, and I'll fix
do
it.
on Excel anyway.
Okay, does everybody understand this? Does everybody understand? You got the mean and the standard deviation. The mean is 2.2 events, which means 2 events. So if this was children that you have, then it would be the mean is equal to 2 children. Okay? The standard deviation would be 2, so you would be able to draw your curve now. But all of this is based on what? Probability instead of numbers. That's the difference between what you're doing now and what you did back in Unit 1. Now you're finding the mean and the standard deviation of probabilities. So I want you to know what you're doing so you don't get it confused with Unit 1. Capiche? All right, let's go back to the... So now we are way down here. Now I want to show you this one. Go ahead and write this one down as a... You're going to see it on a test, no matter my test or standardized. You will see this on a test. So you better write it down. It's called expected value. Write down the sentence, write down the problem, because it is a standardized test question. A term life insurance policy will pay a beneficiary is who gets the money when you die, a certain sum, and y'all better think about this since we're all going to die in the next, 3 or 4 weeks. A certain sum of money upon the death of a policyholder. These policies have premiums that must be paid annually. A premium is like a payment. Suppose a life insurance company sells a $250,000 one-year term life insurance policy to a 49-year-old female for $530. According to blah, 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 blah. The probability the female will survive the year is 0.99791. Now, this is very important. I want you to highlight this next sentence in your notes. Compute the expected value of this policy to who? Okay, I want you to highlight insurance company, because that's basically saying this is in regards to the insurance company. With respect, in other words, who's looking at this as profit or loss? The insurance company or the person? The insurance company. So that's what that last statement is saying. Look at this through the eyes of the insurance company. That's why you got a negative and a positive down there. Now, I'm going to go back to this in just a second, so don't scream and holler when I move to YouTube right quick. I'm going to YouTube for a reason. I'm going to ask you something. I know my alarm just went off, so some of y'all that's convulsing, you just need to chill out. Might as well go ahead and sign on. Now, how do they come up with that probability for women? Okay. Oh my God, is my cap lock? Okay, why did they come up with 0.99? Why isn't it lower? Why isn't it higher?
They look at age.
Well, basically, women live longer than men because men are dumbasses. Okay? Why are men dumbasses? Well, whenever you go, there you go. Because that's why the women have a higher expected value. I actually figured the force that hit that guy when I first saw this. because that's a 5x5 bale.
Yeah.
Okay, and I actually counted like seconds it took to roll based on the height of him being 6 foot. I marked it on the screen, and I actually found out, and the force that bale of hay was going to hit him was almost the exact force by a small car, like a Volkswagen or something like that. So
That rocked his world.
but yeah, he probably broke his ribs.
Yeah.
And I don't feel a bit sorry for him because he's a dumbass. Okay? I don't feel sorry for dumbasses. All right? And that's why you have a 9.9 for a woman versus the probability of a man living is probably like 0.7 because of that. So what do? You basically take the premium. That's the event that if you paid $530 and you didn't get a big check from the insurance company, that means you lived. Okay? So if you survive, the insurance company got $530 from you. So it's positive. Everybody got that? And that probability is 0.99791. If you die, who's going to lose money? The insurance company, so that's why it's negative. Now, what if it said, compute the expected value of this policy to the person?
The other way around.
It would be the other way around. The negative would go with the 530, and the positive would go with the 249,970. Everybody got that? And you multiply those two. If the answer doesn't really matter about the quantity, the 750, that really doesn't matter. If the quantity, and write this down, if the quantity is positive, that's a good thing. If it's negative, that means you're losing, whether it's in flipping pennies or if it's playing blackjack or if it's this right here. If the answer is negative, then that means you're losing somewhere down the road, whether it's money or whether it's, whatever. Okay? And this is about how far I got with the other class. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it right here because we're not going to make it to the end of the unit anyway. We're all going to be under the ground.
I'll be on the ship.
Yeah, you'll still be out in the ocean. Okay, let's see. The Skype is Brock, Carver, Kirkpatrick, and Nepal.